the last thing you need at Christmas is an unwanted guest on your doorstep. But thankfully, our Loose Women guests are always welcome. Who's been your favourite bit, Jane?
Oh, I've had 3 really good favourites. I loved Josh Groban. For me, was just I loved him.
Great boy.
You did a number with him, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Sonny and Cher. It was fabulous.
Sonny
Loved
and
it.
Cher.
I also loved Al Murray because I'm a big fan of Al Murray.
You love Al. He loves you.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! No, we've just got a very nice, you know. We like each other. All right, and Paddy McGuinness. I thought he was brilliant.
Great.
So they're my 3 favourites. But they're all brilliant. I mean, we're so lucky with the guests.
Great guests, actually, this year.
Very
Brilliant.
lucky.
Well, here are some more familiar faces who've joined us this series.
Yes, we kindled all day today, and it was great kindling. And I have to say, you know, never mind your Westlives and your Leonas and your McFlys for Christmas #1, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are in with a chance. Just have a listen at this.
They say we're young, we don't know, we won't find out till we go.
Well, I don't know if all that's true. 'Cause you got me, and baby, I've got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
A Mark 1 Escort.
Same as me.
Yeah, £90 I paid for it.
Did you?
Yeah,
90 quid?
Yeah, and I took it to this garage and I thought, I'll see if I can get it MOT'd. And he took it and put it on the ramp and he come out. He said, have you drove here in this? I said, yeah. He said, it's a death trap. I thought, clearly it's not passed. But, I think everyone it's a learning curve with cars, isn't it? You always get a bit of a banger as your first car.
How much were you driving lessons?
£7 an hour.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
£7 an hour.
I'm the oldest, and then you, then you.
Yeah. Why? What were they when you took yours?
£3.
Really?
£3.
Blimey! They're driving around on penny farthings back
Looking spectacular. It must take you ages to get ready.
Well, you know, although I agree with the 1 hour, 12 minutes, mine is sort of like, it's a little bit shorter because everything I like to wear, I plan the night before.
You plan that?
Yes. So if I change my mind... If I change my mind, I've had it. That's another 7 minutes
Sue,
gone.
you've got the glove.
Odd earrings, one glove.
Well, you see, I quite like this kind of thing because sometimes it just depends if you think to yourself, I don't want to be too uniform sometimes. And you think... And sometimes, years ago, when there were just no mobiles, and it'd be like Sue Ellen, and you'd be in, you know, the one and only phone box that's still there. And it's always like that. And British... Honestly, I think it's BT must owe me about 35,000 earrings dotted around the country. Anyway, I've just got to say to you...
Yeah?
You look fantastic. You are like Gina Lollobrigida and Raquel Welch.
Oh!
Don't you think she looks gorgeous?
Just touch them glasses.
Oh, that's
But it
very
was
nice.
really interesting listening to all that business about sex. Do you want to try them on?
Can I try that?
Yeah, try them on.
Then I can be Gina Lollobrigida. Who did you say?
And Raquel Welch. And Chris Biggins.
And Christopher Biggins.
It was the most beautiful dress, and it had so many layers. And I went the whole way round Holland Park at this wonderful London Fashion Week event. And I came back, and as I went up the steps to my house, it was rattling. I sounded like a sort of wedding car. And I opened my dress, and there was a saucer, a piece of bread, a coat hanger, a twig, and a
What, you dragged
spoon.
along?
I just took it along.
That dieting, now you're a bit of a dieter, aren't you? You're quite famous for being quite big and then small and then big and then small.
I went from being sort of like... I was always a fat child, always. The most I've ever been is 18.5 stone. And then when we did the first series of Sweep in '95, I gradually got fatter and fatter and fatter. And you know what it's like in our business. By that time I was successful. No one dares tell you, you look fat. Oh, you carry it. Well, I've heard you girls...
She tells me.
You're doing amazing on your diet at the moment.
Do people say to you, no, you look too thin? Because they never...
No.
People don't worry about saying you're too thin, but, I mean, you're not.
No.
Is that saying you're fat?
What does that mean? What does that...
You're not
Carol, let me tell you, I've always said you can put what you like on my gravestone. You can say he looked like a serial killer. He looked like a bank robber. You can say what... But he was never fat. That would be very important. I'm incredibly fattest about it, and I'm hysterical about it. And I diet all the time.
Obsessive. So you don't do sensible diets, then? You haven't found one that you can just...
I have found one, because I put on weight. I was just saying, when I first became on TV in '95, by about 99, 2000, I went up 2 suit sizes. No one said anything, and I could see myself on screen. I thought, Dale, you look big. And so I took myself in hand, and having yo-yo dieted...
Did you now?
Absolutely fantastic. And I have to say, I can't believe your age. I don't know whether we're allowed to say.
No, we shouldn't, because she just looks fantastic no matter
all right,
what
then,
age.
all right, then.
She's a wonderful actress and a wonderful woman.
I don't know if there are any oldies in the audience, but we do all get older.
Absolutely.
And there's not an awful lot...
Well, you've been in the business for over 75 years.
Oh, no, not 75. Come on.
No, 65 years. You were 3, though. How old? You were 3 when you started. So
No.
how old?
No.
Oh, no, I've got that totally
Start
wrong,
again,
see.
start again. No, I went to dancing school and things like that when I was about 3. But my first professional job was after I left RADA, which was in 1944. So you can work that out.
Oh, you left
how
in
long.
1944.
So it's 60-something years, isn't it?
60-something years.
Tell us a bit about your character.
Yeah, well, Vinnie Monks, he's a bit of a mystery, really. He arrives on the square, as you saw on the Monday. He knocks Shirley over in his fancy motor and feels a bit bad about it. And then he realises Shirley is a kind of different woman to that he's had before. I think they're trying to make Vinnie into sort of a bit of a ladies' man, you know.
So they didn't know
Pimp,
each other?
probably the word is a pimp. And,
they didn't know each
they
other
didn't know each
before,
other,
no.
no. And all of a sudden he starts pursuing her, and he's always getting the knockback. And I think that's going to be the next few sort of months' storyline, that Vinnie chases Shirley and tries to get her into the sack as such.
Vinnie and Shirley.
Vinnie and Shirley, yeah.
Something, Bobby.
What?
Going from a comic to an actor, you've just done it like that. An actor to a comic is a totally different thing. It's a
Yeah.
different game, though, isn't it? From
Oh, it's very
doing
different.
stand-up.
It's very different,
Now you've
yeah.
got all these lines and scripts like that to learn.
And
Yeah,
you can't
it's right.
deviate from it. You can't add lists.
They purposely said, we don't want you to be Bobby Davro. The director, he said to me, you're standing like Bobby Davro. I went, well, I am Bobby Davro.
X Factor gossip.
X Factor
Right.
gossip,
So,
okay.
why are they not doing Motown this week? Why has he changed it?
I think we're doing love songs instead.
Yes.
I think part of the problem was we did... what did we do last week?
Disco.
We did disco, and everyone spent the whole show having to explain it's disco. That's why it looks old-fashioned. That's why people are being dragged around on roller skates.
Yeah, that
And
caused a little bit of a furore,
was
didn't it?
that about?
I watched it on Saturday, and that was the moment where it all went...
Oops. I mean, it did look bad, didn't it? The thing is, I have to say, Sharon was very naughty because she does have say. The judges are there Thursday,
What, the choreography?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They sit there, they watch their acts rehearse. If they don't like it, they change it, which is why Same Difference had their song changed at the last minute.
And did it not work in rehearsal either? the
It
roller
looked
skating?
exactly the same. I think Simon's in a funny position. He's watching, and I haven't said this to him, but he is
watching?
he
Is
is
he?
watching.
Oh.
Hello.
I've got a little bit of a thing for
She had a naughty
I've got
dream.
two big things
She had
for
a
him.
naughty dream about you, and she told me.
I've had two naughty dreams. I've had
two
another one
naughty
since
dreams.
last time you were on.
Thing is,
Honestly,
I can
anyway,
tell. I'll tell you
go
whether
on.
it's realistic or
Go on,
not.
you carry
Anyway,
on, I'll just pose.
So he is obviously, you know, it's his show, but he's also a judge. So he sits there in the dress rehearsals. If something's really bad, he's thinking, great, because that means, you know, his acts are going to be better.
course.
But then at the end of the show, he sits there as the owner of the show, and then he's upset because that looks stupid.
It's gone down the wrong
Yeah, and I
way.
don't want my show to look dumb, but at the time, he's gleefully thinking, ha, 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 I can really get Sharon
Yeah.
tonight and show that she has weird tastes and likes people being dragged around on roller skates. So, but she is in a position to change things if she doesn't like it. But of course, they're going, great, Sharon, yeah, well done, ha, ha, ha. And she obviously liked it.
I saw you in a photo shoot in a magazine I was reading yesterday, and you just look like, I mean, you look like a model in that, you look like a pop star in that, you just look totally natural doing all of that stuff. You should have been doing it before. Where have you been?
Been trying.
No, you've sort of taken your time with bringing this album out, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's been about a year. Is that something you deliberately wanted to do? Just go away, let the sort of furore die down, and then come back with something you felt was you?
Yeah, I mean, what we wanted to do is get a really great album together, and to do that, we needed just time, and, you know, we took that time, and it was a conscious decision to take the time and just get get great songs and to make an album that was me and I wanted to write, so I wrote and recorded loads of songs, and now it's finally here.
So what was it like in LA?
Oh, it was lovely. I went to LA, New York, Atlanta, Miami, so I did a lot of travelling and, you know, just a whole world of experiences that I've kind of done, and it was
When
great.
you hear of recording artists going all over the world to record their album, why do you do that? Why do you not just stay in one place? Is it because of different producers that you're working with?
It's the songwriters and the producers, and I did a showcase in LA, and lots of songwriters came and from all different parts of the world. I even went to Sweden as well, so it's just where the songwriters are, really.
Mine's in Huddersfield.
And there'll be more seasonal celebrities tomorrow. Time for a quick break, and still to come, the Sugar Babes perform a very special little number, but first, here are some more winter wishes.
I'm William Roach, and I'd just like to wish you a Merry Christmas.
To everyone watching Loose Women, a very Merry Christmas and a happy and peaceful New Year.